Man, it's really hard to see.
It is. It's quite a long way, that's why.
The scaffolding is a bit in the way. Can you break it? Maybe to get it out of the way?
Yeah, sure. You're not stood on it, are you?
No, I'm over at the wall. Should be
Okay.
good. I just need to... It's so hard to
Kill
align.
you. Yeah, I'll break it then, yeah?
Yeah, okay, go ahead. Should be good. Yeah.
Cool. So what you planning on building then? What kind of farm?
It's a crazy raid farm. It's quite crazy. Super high output. Should be nuts.
Cool. Right. What?
Oh. Oh my god.
Squished.
Could be I had an anvil up here. Hey, this is a construction site. I warned you. Oh, it's not a problem, right?
You didn't give me a hard hat or anything.
Well, you know, I mean, this is a, you know, we have no building regulations as far as I know.
Clearly, I mean. Ow! Hey, hang on, I haven't got any stuff either.
Well, oh yeah, all your stuff is here. Nice. Well,
why, Doc? Why?
You know, while you're respawning somewhere, can you go by the shop and buy ahead of yourself? Because I kind of need proof that I got a soul. And you know,
Oh right. Oh sure. Sure.
I didn't.
Whatever
kill
you asked for.
I didn't kill you. You know, technically, you killed yourself. The anvil there, I needed it. It was part of the construction. Can happen. Accidents happen. It's totally fine. Also, you know, part of Demise, so I needed a soul. Are you mad? Also, come on, you put me in this horrible game show.
hey, you nearly won that game show, Mr. Mainboard.
Yeah, if I had won it, I'd probably not. No, actually, it was the best game show I was ever part of. You know why? Because it's pretty much the only one.
Well, hey, you don't need to say the second part. Just say the first part. That's all I need to hear.
No hating on the sheep show, man. It was great. It was really great. But
you're a great contestant.
Yeah.
But now I don't know how I feel about you.
Come on, man. I mean, I needed this. It's part of the plan. I mean, I'm not a, you know, if I win it, okay, I give you part of the winnings. I mean, because this is actually a crucial bit here. You know, I needed to get a soul, and in the contract, you know, I mean, Father Death can be smart. People say you cannot escape him, but Devil Dog, or whatever his name is, he's not the brightest guy. He didn't specify that it has to be somebody of Demise. He just spoke about a hermit soul. So
hey, I have a hermit soul. I had one until it got hit out of me.
Yeah, but you know, technically you can just normally respawn. You're not in Demise. It doesn't matter. You know,
that's true. I've got plenty of souls. I got all the souls I ever need.
Yeah, you're not required to stay dead now or do anything. But that's,
you could have just asked me, Doug. I would have given you 20 souls.
I don't know. I thought I'd make it a little bit funny. Also, you know, getting an anvil kill is always glorious. It doesn't matter. Well, technically, you know, I didn't want to PvP kill you. That would have been probably the easiest thing. But technically, if you are in Demise, you are not allowed to PvP kill. Right?
Right.
So, and this was also not really a trap. It was an accident that happened while you tried to help me.
A fortunate accident.
Well, you know, it was the anvil. I was so excited, I totally forgot about it being there. Oh, you died again.
Have another soul. There you go.
Oh, that's a free one. Cool. So yeah, I guess that soul business is out of the way. I think I got all your stuff here safely tucked away. You should be.
Thank you.
You should be good. Do you need help making it out here?
You're so kind. I do. I might need help getting back there. Thanks.
All right. I'll get you. Come on, man.
Cool. Cheers, Doug.
Oh my god. What the... I was not recording, guys. Welcome back to another episode on the Hermitcraft server where I just narrowly escaped death. What the... I come through the portal. I was on my way over to the city. I wanted to pick up the head for Zedaf, jump on the pressure plate to get a boat out of the system, and the TNT was dispensed. You could see the TNT laying right there. I jumped off, ran over there, it blew off, took a little bit of damage, but, you know, took out the portal here and did the damage to the structure. What the? Somebody rigged this with TNT. Wow. I am... Okay, I need to get this chest there. I am almost kind of lost for words. I thought, okay, there is gonna be traps, but people wouldn't go that far. I thought that they literally would risk blowing up stuff like that here. Oh my god, there was 24 TNT in there. Maybe it was also an accident. Somebody, you know, used the thing and then had TNT on them, dropped it, it fell into the hoppers, but this is insane. I'm literally lost for words. I don't know what to say. I mean, if this was an... Oh my god, I was already being paranoid, and the last thing I thought was this. I'm shocked. Okay, let's make sure... There's the dispenser, there's some more stuff. Holy crap. This is nuts. There's a gas tier here, I'll keep that. Pressure plate, the hoppers go in there. Glowstone. There's leather? Where is there? Who put leather in there? What? And there's grass blocks. I am... Wow. I'm not quite sure what to do now. Do I leave this as evidence? I mean, I think it was only one TNT that blew up, so nothing should be destroyed. But I also don't know how Xisuma had this thing set up. But if this was a trap, this was crazy. Holy... What? Okay, this is... You know, and people were making fun of me for being paranoid. Are you kidding me now? Wow. Okay. I got flint and steel, relit the portal, and I went over to the shopping district and got the head of Zedaf, so that is cool. And while I was moving back and forth here, I saw this. So there is clearly more rigging going on with this track here, so it's not a coincidence, it was a trap. Look at this. And yeah, there is glass panes here in the way for people using the sideway flying, you know, colliding into the thing, falling down and triggering this, and it seems like, yeah, as expected, this pulls out the floor and probably there's some lava below. Are you kidding me? This is next level evil. What? This is crazy. Alright. Let's examine the track a bit more. This is nuts. So, I also saw something. Some of the portals down in the main hub. Here, there's another one. Here's where I tested it on the way back. See? There's another one. It pulls out the floor, and most likely there's lava below. I could just hear these items burn. Yeah. So this is meant to have a player flying this way, colliding, falling down. This is crazy. Wow, and people were making fun of me and my paranoia. Yeah, I told you, man, if you do stuff like this on the Hermitcraft server, it will always escalate. People know now no limits. What the heck, man? Even public transport ain't no safe no more. It's rigged. That is crazy. So, there is some of the stopper stations. I looked at those. This seems to be clear. Seems to be no more additional rigging going on here or traps. And then there was the middle station here, one of the middle stations Xisuma built. And that seemed to be clean too. So now we are nearing spawn here. So there's nothing in there. But yeah, pretty much the other one had TNT in the top dispenser there. So they even risk blowing up stuff to get that kill. That is crazy. I mean, it can only be the dead people. I mean, Xisuma is dead. I don't know who else is officially dead, but the list is growing. But Xisuma made this track, you know, at least the mechanics for it, so I assume if somebody would dare to blow it up, it would be himself. And yeah, here, instant damage 2 potions, rigged at the start. This is nuts. There is no bolt system on the others. Here's our piston bolt. I don't think that was rigged. I don't think if somebody sets a trap, they would go so far and, you know, have, let's say, TNT in somebody else's build. So I'm assuming if this was rigged by somebody, then it must be Xisuma. Also, if you look down, yeah, look at that. All the portals are rigged. Look at this. This is crazy. Wow. Pressure plates everywhere. What? Look at this. It's instant damage 2 potions here, so no TNT. Wow. This is crazy. And I saw lots of pressure plates over at the shopping district portals. Yep. But I don't see them having any functionality. It's like there are on glass blocks like that, and I don't think... Maybe it's some remote redstone, or it's just to drive people insane. I don't know. Anyways, when I went through to the shopping district, I took an unrigged portal, that one over there. That's the one that takes you to the statue of Hermity, and that seems safe, seems unrigged. But man, I tell you, I am extremely paranoid now. I mean, if people go that far, I don't know how far this will escalate. As of now though, the middle track here is safe. I think I could ride it with a boat, but who knows, could be re-rigged. So literally there is no second while you're on the server where you can let your guard down now anymore. Like you cannot even, okay, let's quickly go back to spawn and go shopping. This is a lethal journey now. Like people keep rigging stuff. That is crazy. So yeah, we escaped this death trap here though. I mean, I don't know, like the instant damage 2 potions, if they get spammed, they could maybe do some damage. It's psychological, it's like kind of mind games. And I think maybe their idea was, you know, on the journey to the new hermit village, you would potentially take some of the instant damage 2 potions or so, and then maybe be weakened if you survive the fall here. If you make it to the end by boat, they would try to blow you up. I mean, they really tried. I kind of was lucky that I just went pretty much the other way, alright? Although I think even if I arrived with a boat back there and you know ran onto the TNT, you hear the TNT, right? And you would probably get out of the boat if you don't panic. So yeah, I escaped it, but couldn't prevent the explosion, of course. Did damage. Anyways, I told you this Demise game will go crazy and people will really do crazy stuff, but that it goes that quick and we're already setting up TNT traps, I didn't expect that, to be quite frank. So now you also have to be aware of potentially rigged portals, right? If I can avoid traveling for the time being, I think I would be well advised. I mean, sure, it doesn't say they can come to my construction site here in area 77 and rig that too. But yeah, it's a project. Look at that. Talking about construction site. So up here, you can see I made really good progress. Making circles in Minecraft is always a pain. If you gotta make a 75 block radius circle, you will learn what a pain it can be. But it's flawless. I checked it with the cam account. It is a perfect circle, 75 radius, and yeah, we gotta fill in all this what is empty inside the circle needs to be filled in. That is, yeah, how raid spawning works, and that is the reason we have this circle here, is it always checks for the top blocks from top to bottom if there's spawning available. So now if we have this glass circle in a radius of 75 around our moving village centers, we will look at this redstone in a second, we'll make sure we can force the spawning into the spawning area, which is about up there where you can see the redstone tower ending and see a glass tower being built right now as a drop chute. So we can force the spawning algorithm to always spawn up there, and this way we can skip making a perimeter with a radius of 70 around the lowest point here of our farm to prevent spawning. So we can control where the raids will spawn, and this is the addition. I mean, Sky figured out having these glass, this glass circle will make this farm viable in any location. It doesn't have to be glass, anything that prevents spawning, right? So yeah, how does it work now? Well, we can have a look. The redstone is functional. Let's scoot down here in our little elevator a tiny bit, and yeah, look at the components. So last time we built one of these, the one all the way down there. This one, there's one additional here and another one. I told you 2 more stations need to be built, and that works to the player standing up there in relation to this first village. The raid will trigger if you're up there, and this is the village it triggers. There will be villages in there. So as soon as the raid triggers, you can see there is some redstone movement and stuff going on. There is a clock here that times the whole thing, and then we send pulses down into our slime block conveyor line here and trigger the other setups. And what they always do is, as you can see here, for a short moment this glass block comes down. There is a zombie gonna be in here that scares the villagers that stand between these composters. While this is down, they cannot be scared, and the villagers will be able to detect the village. In the meantime, as soon as they detect it, we switch around the workstations. That makes them lose the village again, but at the same time another village is created down there. This is how this whole chain is timed. So when the village gets lost up there, it gets moved to down here, and then we do the same thing again. We move the village again to the further lowest bit down there, and then lastly the village, after we deactivate it here again with the same mechanic of switching around the composters and blocking the vision of the zombie. Eventually we move the village center all the way down there, and as the position of the village is always calculated as a between the position of the player and a village center, we are able to move the villages down and constantly re-trigger a raid. So village is there, raid triggers, village gets moved out the range, next tick pretty much another village is created though, while the other one is still moving. Next raid gets triggered and triggered and triggered, and you know, by this we can stagger infinite pretty much dozens and dozens of raids into each other and make this farm so insanely fast that it is pretty much, I've seen the fastest output out of this farm when I did some testing I ever saw out of a mob farm in Minecraft that is not using RNG manipulation. That's how insanely fast it is. If you trigger it and everything works as planned, we can probably run it for 5 minutes tops, and then we need to shut it off because it will destroy the server because of entity lags, and the items will be so much. So I hope everything goes to plan and this thing will be crazy. So what we need to do is build the spawning chamber up there. The spawning chamber is also controlled by a little bit of redstone. A small clock runs there and retracts and replaces the spawning floors periodically as well. This is while the village is moved down, quickly spawning is invalidated, and then the village moves, boom, spawning platform comes back, and spawning waves continue. So this is how this all works. It's relatively simple redstone. There's not much to it, pretty much just a clock. But timing it precisely is the magic behind of it. And yeah, the communities working and tech communities working on these farms, that is the specifics that need to be figured out. Lots of code digging involved, lots of testing and so on. But eventually you will find ways to do some crazy stuff. And when it comes to villager technology, I would say this is at the moment the highest level of complexity when it comes to new, village attack. If you look at old iron farms where there was also villager centers stacked into each other and so on. But this is the highest end of the high end at the moment with villager technology when it comes to raids and so on. And I'm really excited to try this out and build this and understand it better. And I hope I can take you along with it. Also, Xisuma just died again, but he's a dead guy anyways. So yeah, pretty sure it was him who laid the traps, by the way. Pretty sure. He's probably testing another one as we speak. My oh my. This is crazy. Alright, yeah, let's see what we gotta do today. Alright, I'm preparing the drop chute and yeah, the water catching area for the mobs at the moment. And we have to prepare a bit of a special drop chute here. So you can see this is actually a 2x2, but now we're adding another layer inside here. And that is to compact the mobs that drop down here into this L shape or around the corners here. So if we hit them, aim through the corner here, try to hit them with sweeping edge, we'll always make sure to kill everybody quickly, because yeah, you want to prevent or get them killed as quick as possible. Therefore there's also 25 block drop here to make sure they die actually when they one hit pretty much, right? So we can easily get rid of them. So just wanna, no, I'm still on the glass. Okay, yeah, extend this all the way up, and then we can place another one or jump up here. And right here you can see the water collection area. So above here will be the small spawning platforms, will always be very small, and as I said, disabled and pushed back and forth with pistons. Then the mobs will drop into here and then slide along and then just fall down in this L shape. And we have open trap or fence gates here to block the water. This is 6 long here on this side. And yeah, now we need to build up, and above where this redstone wire goes, there's a little bit of redstone that will have the floors shifting back and forth a little bit, and yeah, enabling and disabling them. And then there is a bit of a lava setup as well to get rid of the big guys, the ravagers. So yeah, a little bit more to build here, but Keralis also contacted me. He wanted some redstone help with something, so we'll see. Maybe I'll get in touch with him today as well. But yeah, let's see how far we can get here. At the moment I'm making good progress, and soon we can think about transporting zombies and villagers up here and stacking the thing. But yeah, the big glass ring is also on the list. Before we haven't filled that in, we cannot trigger the farm, otherwise we will cause catastrophe and hundreds of raid mobs running around down there. That could be risky. Alright, so what you can see here, this moving bit, is one part of the spawning floors, half of it. And as you can see, as I told you, they are getting held in place and retracted. And by being pushed back, mobs that's standing on there get swept off. So this is how that works. So obviously also the big ravagers will spawn up in there. And yeah, let's quickly go down and disable the redstone again, so we can work on it. So the big ravagers would spawn up in there, and we need to get rid of them. And a good way to kill them is lava. And therefore we need to place some lava in a very specific way. So yeah, redstone off. There will be 2 spawning floors like that, by the way. But I'll show you how to make one, so you understand the principles behind it and how that is done. And then, yeah, the second one is self-explanatory pretty much. But what we need to do is, so we want to have lava pockets sitting right there, flowing this way. Right, as you can see, here it goes down, and this is how liquids in Minecraft behave. They always look for the shortest route. So if you do something like that, and that means if you put lava now here, I grabbed some lava from the nether, it should flow to the right. Right, because it's looking for the shortest way down. And this way we get the lava pockets in here the way we want. So let's grab 2 more buckets. We're gonna have 6 lava sources in total in our 2 spawning floors. And now what happens is let's break that out. If a ravager, one of the big guys spawns in here, they would be submerged in lava and quickly die. Kind of swim up but be held down by these stairs. And the hitbox is big enough that they kind of glitch up there and get burnt. And now we just need to bring this further up. Here is the wire that will lead up to the second spawning floor, which will sit above this chute here, and also have lava set up like that, flowing outward and being held in place, but still have the open blade here. So yeah, a little bit to go. Almost done with the basic design for the farm. We're getting close to having design completion without the entities, which is quite exciting.
Dear Doc, hi friend.
Hi. Oh yeah, you're living.
It's hard to see if you're living or you're dead.
I'm alive. I'm just wearing my Hermits in Black skin. I need to put on my original skin. Thanks for reminding though. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Dude, it's crazy. I mean, we're alive, but I almost died today. Xisuma, I'm pretty sure it must be him. He rigged the track leading from center hub spawn out here. Like I'm on there, get on the pressure blade, TNT gets dispensed, and the thing blows up.
No way. You know what? I went to town to buy some redstone stuff for the doors and such, and I saw that. I was about to ask in chat, and you know what? We made a deal. That could easily be me.
Well, okay.
As a visitor in the village, you can only go in by pigback. Okay, you know what? Don't worry about those guys. They're gonna be fantastic bacon once we arrive.
It's all good.
So I have a little job, and it's a crappy job, to say the least, but hopefully you can help me out with that, friend.
Yeah, crappy. You're alive.
So this way.
So wait a minute, you have a deal with Xisuma, you said?
Well, kinda yes. I'm just gonna close this door over here. Kinda yes, but now I'm getting a little bit fiddly-faddly, because obviously that pressure plate in the nether could easily be me. Over here, part of the pig over here somewhere abouts.
Pleasure plate? Okay, no wonder you need help with redstone, man. A pleasure plate?
Pleasure, yeah. What do you call it?
Pressure.
Oh, pressure. Okay. So the deal is over here, Doc. This is Bubbles' little abode. So come on in. Close the door behind you.
I'm really paranoid. I just think everything is rigged. Okay, yeah.
Come over here. So, do you mind? Uh-oh.
Yeah, you're trapped.
Hello?
Okay, what do you want? Please speak.
Can you open?
Yes.
Okay, close the door.
Wait, what? That looks familiar.
Yeah.
That setup.
Okay. Just press the flash button once you're done.
Yeah.
You're not gonna die. But you're sleeping. You're kind of swimming in his turds now. So my idea here is, okay, this is a little bit of a sewage system, right? Okay. And I want to make this as my little secret hang area. So over here, follow me on this side. We kind of swim in Bubbles' excrement, but don't.
Kind of getting used to being flushed down toilets. I mean, I flushed myself down several times, then the hippie toilets, then now this. Okay, what's the deal?
Welcome. Over here, I want to have a 3x3 door.
Here.
And my skills kind of ends on like look at this. So let's say we would have a 3x3 door on those blocks here. Would that be a possibility in this little gap?
Yeah, sure, but not with the torch in the lantern in the middle. That is kind of a no-go.
No. I don't care. This was just to kind of light up the area.
But pretty much here you want a 3x3 or what, like this.
Yeah, and my question is, how much would this cost me? How much would this set me back?
Well, diamonds is a thing, but potentially winning the jackpot of Demise would give me a lot of diamonds. So if I'm smart, I would say, well, as you revealed, you have a bit of a deal with Xisuma going on. What he shares with you,
correcto.
Yeah, what he shares with you, you also share with me. Give me his intel, and I'll make you a door.
Okay, but don't tell anyone, okay? This is super secret. Nobody will find out, right?
Yep.
Yeah, nobody will find out. Obviously, nobody will find out.
No, we're down here in the sewers, man. Who should hear us? I mean, hello? Hello? Echo?
Nobody. Okay, all right. Echo. Dear Doc, I love it. Like, I mean, this is... nobody would have known. Nobody will know that there's a door over there.
Nope.
unless somebody snitches. But hopefully we won't see any snitches from the comment section. Okay.
Well, yeah.
So please don't tell anybody. And then you just swim down, and he just activated. Oh, dude,
looks sweet.
This is fantastic. And then we just bump with this, and boom, we're inside my secret hideout, which is not really that much now, but it's gonna become something. Okay.
It's kind of cozy. I mean, you know, it feels like a bunker. When the dad is coming, we just sit in here and hope they're not getting in. It's like, yeah, it's good. Yeah, I think it's well hidden down there. I mean, you could make it even a bit more sneaky if you, like, for example, you could also have a sideways stair here. Like, then the gap is even smaller. Maybe.
Oh yeah, I got one. Yeah. Oh, like this, you mean? Oh no.
Well, yeah.
And remove this one.
Yeah, kind of sideways, upside down.
Yeah. Oh man, this is super sneaky. Like, let me just hear. Okay, I'm swimming in poop every single time. Okay, this might be hard to get like that little thingy here. But no, I can't. Whoa!
You definitely need to have empty inventory. Let me see if you can press it like that. Don't drown. Oh god, we're drowning here. No, I think that maybe covers it too much. Yeah, you might have to play. Yeah, you can play around with it a little bit, but the way it was, it's still pretty good hidden.
Let's say this then. If I just do a half slab. Okay, no. Inventory, Keralis, inventory. Okay, that opens, right?
Yeah.
That closes. I press this over here, and I just go. No,
yeah, because
this is super hard.
If you have to crouch, you can't really click it. So yeah, the way it was is probably okay. Or you make the water here a little bit deeper.
Yeah, I mean that would be a thing as well.
Yeah.
Let me just go like this. Like, I mean, it's not super visible. Like,
no,
it's there, but it's not like not gonna see it. Like, look at this now. Look at this now, for example.
Yeah.
You don't really see that much. I mean,
no.
That's kind of hidden away.
Yeah, it's well hidden.
And you just swim down and you just click. Oh man.
Yeah. Yeah, it works.
Oh, I'm so proud of myself. This is like, I mean, I've done a fantastic job on this.
Yeah, you did great, I have to say.
So Doc, I think we might have a deal.
Yeah, the deal is there, right? The deal is set. Intel for door knowledge. Also, I explained how this thing works, and I think Keralis understood a few bits. It should be able to replicate this door now. Also send in some screenshots. So hopefully you think this is a good deal. Now, how do I get out of the sewage system here, man? Where?
I guess you're trapped, man. You're trapped.
No.
Let me just close my door.
The poop, man.
It's Bubbles poop. It's.
Okay, there's a scaffolding up. Is that the way out? Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Okay,
it's very primitive for the moment, but I just want to say thank you so much for helping me out. Hey, Doc, one more thing. You know how the flashing mechanism works? Can we make it better somehow? That is the question. Like, just a little quick fix. If you just look at my little flashy thingy, because it's very, very badly made.
What? The flash thing? No, the toilet.
Would you like that? Yeah.
Yeah,
dude.
That works works like a charm. You get the quick pass here. It works. You know, dude.
Okay.
Perfect.
That's perfect then. Perfect.
Yeah. All good.
So, Sir Doc, we have a deal. Oh, we have a trader in the village. Oh, we had a trader. No, he's going mental.
Why is he?
What is happening?
What is wrong with him?
Do you see this guy?
Yeah. I'm out of here, man. This is way too spooky.
What the crap is happening with my trader guy?
I'm out. Okay, so we got a deal, man.
Thank you so much, Doc.
Yeah.
We got a deal. Thank you so much.
Later.
See you later. Later. Bye.
All right. Job done over at Keralis. Another good deal in the pocket. So hopefully that gives us a bit of intel and we can figure out what Zuma is up to, because, man, he clearly knows no boundaries. And honestly, I don't know if he really values the deal with the others. Supposedly, Keralis also didn't know about the rigged track, so either it was not Xisumavoid, or, well, he's not really playing an open game with the poor new guys, or pretty much beat-ups and Keralis. Wow, okay, this is again taking some crazy twists and turns. Really interesting what develops here. Brought my redstone chests back, and yeah, finished also the redstone here for the killing mechanism. So if we switch it on now, this up there, these 2 slits, 5 long, 1 wide slits, are actually the spawning spaces for this farm. This is how highly efficient this thing works. Good enough to have this size. And as you can see now, we have 2 of these shifting floors. There's one below and another one right there. And that enables the spawning and disables it. And as you can see, this also has the lava blades now. And yeah, finished. That means all the structural parts of the farm are done, minus of course the giant circle. And for that I need to get a hand on some more glass, trying to cut a deal with h.i.b now soon to get some glass off of him. I talked to him already, but I need to arrange a meeting yet. So yeah, need to get this glass, and yeah, also we need to crank up the villager production down there. Well, we know there are villagers now as we resolve this, so they're no longer aliens. We actually know who they are. Yeah, but we need to breed a few to stack them into the cells, and also of course we need to catch a few zombies. That means we need to have an elevator leading up here. That is definitely a crucial element that is needed for around here. So we can transport the mobs up, and we gotta do it in a smart way. The elevator probably has to be sitting around here somewhere. So we can use this elevator later as a way to get up and down in the farm, but also use it right away to you know, transport the villagers and zombies up here and store them in their cells. So around here we need a pretty big water elevator, and it cannot look crappy because we will keep it, so probably have to make it out of glass too. Kind of integrated into the design already a little bit. So yeah, good stuff. I got Zedaf's skull. That means I can hopefully meet up with Randog soon and yeah, deliver the good news, because yeah, I need any help I can get. This is getting dangerous out here. Hopefully some good intel will come from Camp New guys over there. And yeah, if I get a good deal with h.i.b, we might get even some more intel. Maybe somehow we can miraculously survive this and win. That would actually be pretty epic. Okay, so I see you in the very next episode. Should be soon. We're back on track now. Look forward to it around the weekend. And yeah, thank you guys for all your support, right? See you later. Bye. Woohoo.